You're sitting right now, aren't you? And while you scroll, something sinister is happening inside you. Your blood is slowing to a crawl. Your spine is being crushed under 90% more pressure than when you stand. Your metabolism is flipping into fat storage mode. All while you do absolutely nothing. The World Health Organization now ranks prolonged sitting alongside smoking as a major killer. Millions of preventable deaths every single year. Here's the terrifying part. You can't feel it happening. Not yet. Your body wasn't built for this. It was built to run, hunt, explore, not to melt into an office chair for 8 hours straight. But here we are. Researchers from Mayo Clinic and Harvard Medical School have mapped exactly what happens inside you during those marathon sitting sessions. And once you see it, you'll never look at your desk the same way again. What happens to your muscles? The second your butt hits the chair, your most powerful muscles start dying. Your glutes, the engines that power walking, running, and keep your spine stable, go completely silent. Your hip flexors lock up tight. Your core checks out. What feels like taking a load off is actually biological betrayal. Within 20 to 30 minutes, something called adaptive shortening kicks in. Your hip flexors start tightening at the cellular level because your body thinks, well, guess we don't need that flexibility anymore. After an hour, your brain literally forgets how to activate your glutes. It's called gluteal amnesia. And yes, it's as bad as it sounds. Your pelvis loses stability. Your spine loses protection. Your lower back, hamstrings, and neck are forced to pick up the slack, handling forces they were never designed for. The result? Tight hips, anterior pelvic tilt, chronic back pain that mysteriously appears one day. Sitting isn't resting your muscles. It's slowly reprogramming how your entire body works. What happens to your spine? Your spine craves movement. Instead, you're giving it a prison sentence. The moment you sit, especially slouched pressure on your lower back skyrockets by up to 90% compared to standing. Your intervertebral discs, those shock-absorbing cushions between your vertebrae, start getting squeezed to death. Here's what most people don't know. These discs have no blood supply. Zero. They survive through movement alone, absorbing nutrients through a process called imbibition that only works when you're active. Sit still for hours, that nutrient exchange grinds to a halt. Your discs begin to dehydrate. They shrink, they stiffen, they become ticking time bombs. Research is clear. People who sit more than 8 hours daily experience dramatically higher rates of disc degeneration. But you won't feel it, not for years. The damage builds silently, invisibly, until one ordinary morning you bend to tie your shoe and your back seizes. It came out of nowhere, you'll say, but it didn't. It came from every hour you spent in that chair. What happens to your blood circulation? Your legs contain massive veins that need muscle contractions to push blood back to your heart, fighting gravity every inch. Sit down and that pumping system slows to a standstill. Within just 2 hours, blood flow in your legs plummets by up to 50%. Blood pools in your lower limbs, pressure builds on the delicate valves in your veins. Over time, varicose veins, chronic swelling, and in severe cases, deep vein thrombosis, a blood clot that can break loose, travel to your lungs, and kill you. A landmark study in the American Journal of Epidemiology dropped a bombshell. People who sit more than 6 hours daily have a 64% higher risk of dying from heart disease compared to those who sit less than 3, even if they exercise regularly. Let that sink in. Your evening workout isn't erasing your day of sitting. The damage is done while you sit. What happens to your metabolism? 20 minutes. That's all it takes. Within 20 minutes of sitting, your body flips a metabolic switch you never knew existed. An enzyme called lipoprotein lipase, your body's fat-burning engine, crashes to near zero activity. Your muscles stop absorbing glucose. Insulin sensitivity nosedives. Your body shifts from burning fat to hoarding it. The University of Missouri found that just 1 day of prolonged sitting measurably reduces insulin sensitivity, the exact dysfunction that leads to type 2 diabetes. Sit more than 8 hours daily, your diabetes risk more than doubles, regardless of your weight. Sitting doesn't just slow your metabolism, it hijacks it. Your energy crashes, your muscles weaken, and your heart works harder for less. Your body starts storing fat in places you don't want. Blood flow slows and inflammation rises. Your posture collapses, your spine compresses, and your joints ache. Even your brain feels the hit, memory slows, focus fades, and mood drops. Every minute sitting, your health slips and your body forgets how to thrive. What happens to your heart? Your heart is a muscle shaped by demand. Hours of sitting send it the wrong message. We don't need you. Heart rate drops, cardiac output falls, and your cardiovascular system settles into a dangerous low-energy state. The real threat is inflammation. Prolonged sitting floods your bloodstream with inflammatory markers such as C-reactive protein and interleukin-6, which directly attack your arteries. A massive study tracking 800,000 people revealed the shocking truth. The heaviest sitters had a 147% higher risk of cardiovascular events than the lightest sitters. This risk persisted regardless of exercise. You cannot outrun a day of sitting with a 30-minute workout. Your heart pays the price hour by hour. What happens to your brain? Sitting doesn't just harm your body, it attacks your brain as well. Movement triggers BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, essentially fertilizer for your neurons. It grows new brain cells and strengthens connections. When you sit, BDNF production collapses, blood flow to your brain drops, and memory, focus, and processing speed all take a measurable hit. Research published in PLOS One found that after just 1 hour of sitting, blood flow to the brain dropped by 39% compared to standing or walking. UCLA researchers also discovered that heavy sitters show actual physical thinning of the medial temporal lobe, the brain region critical for memory, independent of fitness level. That 3 p.m. brain fog, that I just can't focus feeling, isn't tiredness. It's your brain being starved of blood and nutrients, happening right now. What the science actually recommends. The good news is that sitting itself isn't the problem. It's sitting without stopping. Your body can handle sitting, but it cannot handle hours of uninterrupted stillness. Researchers at the University of Leicester found a simple formula. Just 2 minutes of light walking every 20 to 30 minutes. Not a gym session, not a 5K run. 2 minutes of walking is enough to reverse metabolic decline, restore circulation, and keep cognitive function sharp all day. Standing desks and walking meetings help, but the single most proven intervention is simple. Stand up and move for 2 minutes every 30 minutes. 8 hours of sitting isn't just uncomfortable, it's a full-body biological assault. It reshapes your muscles, compresses your spine, chokes your circulation, and rewires your metabolism. Silently, invisibly, every single day. The antidote is simple. 2 minutes of movement every half hour resets the damage and wakes your body back up. So here's the question. How many hours did you sit today? Drop it in the comments and tag someone who needs to stand up right now.